All right, today is December 22nd, 2020, and here's what we are looking at for today. I'm noticing like a lot of these are green, so a lot of aggressive moves. Maybe a couple of them actually aren't aggressive, but we'll go through it. We'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind on some of them. But I liked a lot of these aggressive moves. And here we have the overnight highs in yellow today. I really like putting the overnight highs and lows in yellow because it's like these areas. Look at this. This is the overnight lows. Where should we play off? Should we play off this low or this low? You know, there were a lot of touches on both of those levels. So I'm going to start doing that from now on. And you'll see right here, if you wanted to be aggressive, that would have been a great place to be aggressive, was at this level, whereas normally I would have only marked the bottom. So that's something to think about. So yeah, that's the overnight highs and lows in gold. But here's what we're looking at. It was a range day. Prices were trending up overnight. Then when I came in right at the peak. And the channel broke. Maybe that channel was a little steeper. Anyway, well, maybe not. You get this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 test of this level right here. So, and it's a very bearish bar right here, far from the EMA. So I like going short beneath that. And we get this big leg down. We get this move. This looks like a hidden second entry right here. Here, let me go in. But anyway, prices ranged at the beginning of the day after these two legs down. And then you get a big leg down here and a strong uptrend, steady uptrend. And now it looks like prices are just ranging again. You might take this. This looks like a failed second entry short. Go long right there maybe. We'll see how that plays out. Anyway, let's zoom into these trades. So I already explained these two trades. And I'm pretty sure that this is a hidden second entry. Because you make this low, it closes up here, right? Then prices come all the way back down here. But then they come all the way back up here and make this very bullish bar. So I'm thinking that's like the first attempt lower. So I'm going to say hidden second entry short. And I think I would mark that blue actually. Because it's right at the EMA. We broke out of this uptrend. And prices clearly are not going higher above this. Or at least, I mean, that's how I felt. So, big move down. It's funny because I was like, oh, I might run into... I took this trade right here. And you just got to stick to a system. I scalped out on all three of my contracts thinking that I would hit resistance down here. And I would have gotten 8 points. If I just moved my stop to one tick above the close of every bar, it would have came all the way down here. That would have been an 8-point move. So something to think about. Just follow the rules. So anyway, I had these three levels drawn for the whole day. Okay? And prices were responding to these levels. These blue lines is what I'm referring to. Prices were responding to those. How did I get them? I got them at the beginning of the day today. Okay? Right here. When prices started getting congestive right here, I drew two lines. Then when prices broke out, I measured it and I put that line up here. And look, a lot of those bars closed at that level. So I started looking at this as a spike in channel, thinking that prices were going to go up again. So I didn't take this trade, but if you were being wiser than me, and wanted to play this like a range, this is a counter trend breakout, right? We broke into this congestion from a downtrend. So this is a counter trend breakout. That's why I like that. Far from the EMA, very bearish bar. I like that trade a lot. If you're thinking it's like a range, then we get move down. This is like a failed second entry long, and it's back into congestion. That's why I like this. It's aggressive because it looks like we're getting a micro range, but I like that. It's at the top of congestion. And sure enough, we get a big move down. You could take this like a lower high. It's below the EMA, but it's very aggressive because you're running into support down here. That's why that's aggressive. This one's more really just aggressive because of the EMA right there. You don't know if the EMA is going to suddenly hold prices, but I like it because it's at the top of a range. So we get this steep move up down here, and this is a higher low. It's a with trend breakout. That's why I marked it as aggressive, but it's a higher low, far from the EMA. So that's why I like that move right there. And we get this steep channel up. We get a breakout, and the breakouts are an overshoot. We get the overshoot, and the overshoots typically lead to a break, and that's exactly what we see. You got to draw your short-term trend lines, because even though prices are ranging, the price action holds true. This overshoot leads to a break. Look at that break. I mean, unfortunately, you can't get in that. But that's a big move, and look where it stops, right down here. And that's why I marked this. You see some price rejection at the same level as this swing. See some price rejection. Prices shoot back up, comes down, probably trapped tons of shorts. I didn't think about that, so that is a trap. And I was looking at this bar right here, and it's not very bullish. But if you're being aggressive and you see this congestion, this rejection right here comes back down, that's a trap. And this is a breakout, so it is a with trend breakout. But prices are going back and forth. Okay, look at that. Here's the EMA, back and forth. So you might be super aggressive. I'm not gonna mark that though. Signal bar's not good, and I don't like it. But you might put a limit order. It's far from the EMA too. That's something to think about. So prices come in here. Here I marked this trade. If you spotted this short-term channel, it's also like what is it? Like I guess that's technically a failed third entry short, but it's a higher low off the EMA. That's why I liked it. Very bullish bar too. So we get a break of this trend line, and then we get this lower high. Great signal bar off the opening price. Off the opening price, which sometimes that holds prices, and here it did. And look how much room you have back to the EMA. And this is clearly a little micro channel. So that's why it's very important to draw these short-term trend lines. Anyway, you do get a big move. I don't like this just because it's a massive bar. But there are definitely trap longs there. So, oh yeah, especially that bounces off the EMA. Definitely trapped longs there. And that's why you get this big move. So prices break back into congestion. Bounce around a little bit. Just trapping people left and right, it looks like. This looks like an awesome entry bar, but after this sudden move down, I don't know. I don't think I would take it. Then you get another. This looks pretty bullish too, but I don't like these because it's just going back and forth very violently. And here it looks like you don't know if the EMA is going to hold. Well, it's far from the EMA though, so I don't know. You might go long here. I like this. I like these bars a lot. If you've watched my videos, you know I like these. It's like a perfect entry in a range, far from the EMA. It's at the top of the range, very bearish. But this is a first, second, third entry short, and it's just a first entry, like failed first entry long. I don't know, But it's back to the EMA. I took this trade, and yeah, I like that. Good enough for a scalp. Prices bounce again, break higher. And then you get this big leg down. There's a failed second entry long. Right there, it's off the EMA also. And there's room to the bottom of that channel. Even if you drew it off like this close right here, that's going to be steep enough, and you're going to have room. You have room to the bottom of the trend channel and to the bottom of the range. So if you got that, big move. Big move. Okay, and then here we had a failed second entry short. First, oh wait, no, that's a second entry short. I don't know why I said failed. It's a failed second entry long and a failed second entry short. Or I mean, and a second entry short. So we get this, and then they make a new high, first entry, second entry, failed second entry, long, but it's a second entry short. After the first break, so we're expecting a move to a new low. It's just the only reason it's aggressive is because it's far from the EMA. But damn, that's a good trade. Okay, and here is why I said I'm going to draw the overnight highs and lows and just price levels in this yellow like range, so to speak. Because look, this bar bounced perfectly to the tick off that price level. If you're being aggressive, Mack always says these are sometimes the important lows of the day. So if you're being aggressive and you manage your stop, you could have gotten, what is that, 367 we'll say. If you manage your stop well, I'd probably get out here. That's a 10-point move. Some people might get out all the way up here. They might say, I want to see a convincing break of the EMA. So that'd be like a 15-point move. Something to think about. This bar, you might go long above this like it's a higher low. And you know what? I think I would, especially there's room back to the EMA. I think I would do that. I'm not going to mark it for the sake of time. I have less than 3 minutes left to make this video. And with this more in-depth analysis on the MES, I might have to upgrade my Screencast-O-Matic membership. But anyway, prices bounce off that range that I drew at the beginning of the day, and we clearly have this. Probably clearly have this channel. I probably would have drawn it off these highs. Maybe off these lows. I don't know. It's hard to say. But anyway, prices come here. You get a bounce. Second entry long. It's like kind of like a third entry long because this is the high. First entry, second entry, third entry long. It's also a higher low off the EMA and trend channel. Price come up here, bounce off the midline of this range, and create a nice trap that's also a second entry long. Yeah, it's a second entry long and a trap after the first break of the channel, so we're expecting a move to a new high. It's perfect price action. You get one leg up, two legs up to a new high, and prices come back. They bounce off the opening price, by the way. And that's all I saw for today. Prices are really just, looks like they're just ranging right now. It's 320. So I'm going to wrap it up. You might go short or beneath one of these. But I don't know. I don't think I would enter there. Just because this looked like it might be a trap too. It looked like they could just break lower than this and go higher, but that's not the case. That's not what happened. Yeah, prices are just a little congestion down here. All right, so I will make a video tomorrow, and then we're off Thursday and Friday. I hope to see you tomorrow.